Joe Biden's on Face the Nation, and he's going to talk about the Republican Party. I think he makes a very good point here. Let's watch.
This is not your father's Republican Party. This is a different party than I'm used to. And I've been around for a while, both in the House and the Senate. It's a different party. And my guess is the electorate is, the Republican electorate is different than it's been the last 10, 12 years. And so, you know, that's the change that I'm most fascinated with watching is how much has it changed? How far right has it gone? Or how anti-government has it become?
So I love this for two reasons. One, it's overwhelmingly true. And number two, I'm glad that someone's finally saying it. Now, we've been discussing on this program for, years now about how much the Republican Party has moved to the right. For example, Ronald Reagan traded arms for hostages, so negotiated with terrorists. He withdrew the Marines from Lebanon once they got attacked, cut and run. And he did amnesty, blanket amnesty for illegal immigrants. He raised taxes 11 times. It goes on, right? So this is the guy they claim is so right-wing, which today couldn't possibly win in a Republican primary. There's some chance that he would be considered too liberal in a Democratic primary. Not on all of his positions, but on a significant number of positions, right? So it's an absolute fact. And finally, someone's saying it. It's fantastic. They should have been saying it all along. But it's my constant frustration with the Democratic Party. Like, it's a moment of amazement when they actually make their own case. You're like, wow, that's right. Hey, way to go. Pointing out that the other party is radical and has changed to become more radical. That this isn't the same old Republican Party. So you shouldn't continue to treat it that way as if they're honest actors trying to make a real deal. Now, Biden's going to talk about that in the second half, and this is where it gets 50-50. Let's watch.
I do think the idea of compromise is still alive and well with the Democrats in the Congress. They're prepared to compromise. They're prepared to make difficult decisions. But with enough of a minority in the Republican Party controlling the majority, there is no room for compromise. I mean, none. And it's never been like that before.
Now, again, I love that he's pointing out the obvious facts. They have offered every compromise in the book, and the Republicans have rejected every single one of them. So, as my mom would say, thanks God, they're finally making their case, right? Fantastic. And he's right to point out that there is no compromise. The part that's 50-50 for me is he's still begging them. Can you tell? It's between the lines. Democrats are still willing to compromise. Republicans, if you're out there and you want to take a really sweet deal where we still cut taxes on the rich and then decimate the middle class on Social Security and Medicare, we're still willing to compromise. We can still get a gentleman's agreement. And, that's the part that I can't stand. If they're going to be unreasonable, going halfway towards unreasonable is not the correct position. Fighting 100% against that unreasonable position, especially as we have an election coming up, is the correct way to go. The fact that Joe Biden's at least gone halfway there is refreshing news and certainly a surprise when it comes to Democrats.